figured I would do another Inspirado Projecto podcast. We shot some scenes last night at the house in Inglewood. That family. This is the second time we shot there, and that family has been so patient and accommodating to us. She revealed to me that someone apparently told her that we would have a small crew. It wasn't a scene with dialogue. We'd be in and out before 10 p.m. Well, that first time we were there till, I think it was 1:30 or something. Even later. Last night we were there till at least 12:30. Everybody tried to get out of there by 10. I guess once you hit the 10 o'clock mark, and you even go a minute or two past that, there's that psychological thing, I think, that clicks over in people's minds, at least it did mine, that it's the point of no return, that kind of thing. Well, we're already over. Since we're over our time limit, let's just keep going. Now, in defense of the movie, we didn't know when we were going to be able to have that location again, or even if that location was going to look the same it did last time. Because it already looked a little different than it did last time. The folks who own the house are remodeling their house. So, and plus, we had to redecorate the set for, so it looked like Halloween. So it looked like the last time that we shot shots there, because we shot certain shots there, and then we just picked up the different angles of those, this time around. So, it's been an awesome experience. Everyone who has left the set has felt, they miss it. They miss coming back. They're long hour days. You're moving and grooving most of the time. You're eating potato chips, drinking Cokes, etc., etc. So, there's all that stuff. Now, if I interviewed people and I asked them, hey, would you rather work in a 9-to-5 job cubicle, getting barked at by folks? I know it's always my go-to analogy, the 9-to-5 cubicle. Would I rather work on a movie set, get $100 at the end of the day, hang out with cool people, eat food even if they're snacks, drink drinks even if they are, killing me with high fructose corn syrup. Would I rather choose the cubicle 9-to-5 or work on a film set, get $100 at the end of the day? I think I'd rather work on a film set. There's traction, there's momentum. I met two people. A guy named Bin, who owns the camera that we are using. He's been writing a movie. He's looking for funding. He's got a buddy who came on the set one day. I think, he was telling me he went to school with him long, long ago. And so it sounded to me that Bin said he would be the one to fund the movie when it came about. But that's the cool thing, is that Bin asked me if I wanted to be in his movie. I said, absolutely. Holy moly, he's shooting a movie with that camera? My goodness, yes. On the set, on another day, there's this, I think he was British, orange-haired fella. Bald fella, orange beard. He was talking about wanting to shoot a Western. I said, oh my God, I would love to shoot a Western. I would love to shoot a Western. That would be phenomenal. Wow. I would love to shoot Westerns. Learn all about gunslinging. You know, getting to that point where you see those old videos where they throw up the bottle or whatever, and shooting behind them, shooting the guns upside down, flipping the gun, then shooting it, hitting the target up in the sky. That would be awesome. Know how to ride horses. All that razzmatazz. My God, that would be awesome. Westworld, here I come. We're now heading to the bank. Gonna deposit these checks. Aside from that time, I worked on a commercial and I was surprised with residuals from that baby. Aside from that, this is the one time in my life that I've made, hundreds of dollars working on a either acting or producing a movie. It's just great. I mean, things are happening. I started up that talk about cubes, the Shark cube, transformative shifting cube. Started doing that again, and wowzers. I noticed that it particularly works well when I used to do it when I would travel down the cube. I would use those particular terms, desire to define my dedication and detachment, using those things, doing the cube like I'm supposed to, and just keeping quiet about it, so to speak, while I was doing it. I just kind of did it in silence. Well, recently I started saying these things out loud. Desire to define dedication, detachment. Actually saying those things out loud, as if it's like an echo. I'm throwing out the yodel. The cube echoes it back to me. It's interesting how I've got two examples with cubes, two awesome examples with cubes. Which one can say, that Alan Watts would say, each one side of the coin. One cube is the cubicle, limited. The other is transformative cube, which opens up synchronicities, possibilities. Sorry, he's It's just astounding. It's amazing because the transformative cube, it enhances, it expands, it teaches you all about yourself and being the best version of yourself. The other cube, 9 to 5 cube, limited, stuck in this system. Other is helping you see beyond the matrix. It's just one could say it's turning one inside out. One cube is the inside out of the other. Holy moly. Then you could really investigate those molecules. Really take a look at those microscopic capillaries. I'm going to be moving my money out of Wells Fargo. This actually would have been a great time to do it. However, I want to make sure I cash this check, make sure it's good. But I think I'm gonna use the bank Yumi. Number one, it just reminds me so much of Usu. Second of all, it's just an awesome symbolic representation. Yumi.
Hello.
Great, how are you?
I'm good. I appreciate your patience.
I'd like to deposit these little giblets.
You want to deposit these?
Say what?
You want to deposit it?
Yes, please.
That's it? Oh, wow. Okay. How's that? You're welcome. You have a great day and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
They're reviewing my checks right now.
How are you? All right.
Kurt,
Yes, sir.
this one, I cannot deposit it for you. This one?
Yeah, why are you saying that?
Okay. Over here, do you see like, there's no initial, there's nothing, so
What do you mean?
they just cross out. So if they can make one more from this,
The check it's too much scribble now for us to be able to take it.
yeah.
So they would need to do another one for it. And where the amount where they keep
So you're telling me you honestly cannot read that at all?
we can
Of
read
course
it,
you
but
guys can.
we can't take it. Where he changed the amount, there's no initial, so we need everything to be initial. But unfortunately, the state of the check, yes, we can.
Okay.
And this one, you said you want to cash it?
All right, so just cash.
I just want to deposit it.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
How's your day
I'll do
going?
it from here, don't worry. I got you.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome, man.
That's why I'm here today.
Thank you.
Large bills?
No,
20s.
10, 20.
So how are you guys dealing with all the controversy with the Wells Fargo stuff? You know, all the fake accounts. How are you guys dealing with that when people talk to you about it?
Confuse you.
Which one?
All the controversy surrounding Wells Fargo. You know, with employees taking out, they were pressured by the higher ups to take out fake accounts. Did you hear about any of that on the news?
But to be honest, I've been hired new, so
Oh.
I've been working for almost a month or 2 months.
Oh, gotcha.
I've heard about it, but I don't know a lot of information about that. But if you want, one of the bankers can help you. Like,
Well, I'm just curious if you guys get a lot of questions like that, and a lot of people taking their, you know, like closing down their accounts.
no.
Oh, that hasn't been happening lately?
I mean, for me, I'm a regular teller, so
Oh,
for the
gotcha.
accounts, let's say, yeah.
So you'd have to talk to a special,
The bankers,
a different
yeah,
person
the
to close your
bankers,
account?
definitely. They have way more information than I know.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And then you said the rest is
25. Okay.
How was your day so far?
Wonderful.
Good. That's good.
you already counted out too, or are you good?
Can I have my balance in my
If you
checking
want to know more
account?
information about what you were asking, you can go to wellsfargosettlement.com.
Okay.
And it'll tell you a lot more information.
That'll talk about all the controversy surrounding it and stuff? Okay, cool.
All right, this is for cash and check. Balance for you now.
Can you confirm that, Mr. Cook?
Okay, that's the checking balance.
Not this one. No, the business account. I just gave you the check, that account.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, because then they're just going.
04542689.
We have 9,663 with 91 cents.
Can I have 10 singles?
Okay.
Kurt, anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thanks, you too. It's okay. They could not deposit one of the checks, as you heard. I apologize for getting feisty with these guys. I've not been a good example of living the change that I want to see in the world. wonder how many of those other people standing in line knew about that. Ultimately, I just want to help wake people up. You know? That's all I want to do. I want to wake people up. I just walked past. There's a car here. It's got a sign on it. It says Ralph's Employee FEM It says C. James, do not tow. This person apparently left their car here in the lot and they just don't want anyone to tow it. I don't blame them. That's what happened to Jenny in her car. Something funky happened with her wheel, and then we just left it in the lot. Put a sign on it. To let folks know, please, don't tow the car. It already feels bad enough that... It already feels, kind of the fact that your car gets broken down in a parking lot. That's already a less than... I was going to say a less than exciting feeling. However, that definition is up to me, isn't it? It could be more than exciting, depending on how I define it. What could be the exciting thing about having your car break down in a parking lot, What could be it? What's the exciting aspect of I guess it's the unknown circumstances. Maybe that's the thing. When we find ourselves in a situation where we feel backed into a corner or something, or it's just not so favorable, something that we're just not too excited about, and it doesn't seem to be reflecting our highs, joys, and passions, that, I suppose, is our opportunity to go the other side of the coin is everything. And what does that mean? The unknown. The unknown is everything. So on the one side of the coin, we're looking at it going, my car broke down. What am I going to do? The other side of the coin is, I bet you there's something good about this aspect. I bet you there is. Because the unknown, that's part, it's either this, what we know, car broke down. Okay, bam, we know that. Unknown things could be. You could leave it there and someone comes through and sees your car and goes, hey, I want to buy that car. I'll pay to get it fixed. I want to buy that car. And if the car hadn't been broken down and sitting there in the parking lot, it wouldn't have given them the opportunity. Or if you would have put, let's say if you didn't put your phone number on it, or, I don't know, maybe email address, maybe in this day and age, they wouldn't have been able to contact you and say, hey, guess what? I want to buy this. Remind me, invisible viewers, please. I'm realizing, remind me, invisible viewers, that I must contact Jacques to rewrite this check. But yeah, that idea, your car breaks down, not so favorable. You're hoping to get some place that you're really excited about, etc., etc. This seems to be a monkey wrench, or so the definition is. Now, the other side of that coin is actually deciding there could be good coming out of this. Bam. Oh, one of the things I want to say earlier, which I just re-experienced, realized, is I was watching Stranger Things last night. I think it's episode 3. And my screen recently on my laptop, the cat walked across the keyboard and it stretched out the screen in a strange way. And I cannot seem to figure out how to get it back. So I've just been watching stuff with a slightly elongated screen. And on Stranger Things, it looks like everyone just has terrible posture. They're all bent forward. And I was recently reading an article about, since the invention of cell phones, everyone's looking down at their hand. Everyone's looking down. It's causing a lot of strange things with people's bodies. I can only imagine the beginnings of osteoporosis. In addition to that, shortness of breath. Shortness of breath. Holy cow. I'm trying to be as straight up and down. I realize that I think also what contributes to that is the feeling of what also contributes to the posture situation is maybe the symbolic weight of the world that we might feel on our backs. Working a 9-to-5 job, wanting to wake people up, save the world, so to speak. You can feel that in your back. So you got that. I guess the weight of expectations, the weight of waiting. Yikes. Maybe it's the weight of waiting that's deteriorating us. This is the weight of waiting. This is the weight of waiting. It causes your shoulders to drop. It subliminally makes you want to pick up a mop to hold you up. Oh man. This is the weight of waiting. It's the opposite of elating. That'd be interesting to actually go into that manager, print up stuff about what Wells Fargo has done, go into the manager, talk to the finance people, and record my anchor, and then put it out on Inspirado Projecto. That would be awesome. That would be interesting to hear what they would have to say about that. Kitties! So you have gone with me on another journey through Inspirado Projecto podcast. We will talk more later. Thank you for trudging through my bad attitude. Because it's bad, so bad, sometimes. Caught in the Matrix. Caught in the Matrix. Take care. This has been another episode of Inspirado Projecto with your host, CEC.